I know you're sad, but no other way to say it. There's only 2 months left till you graduating.
So today is my college graduation. Man, time really does go by fast.
Man, where'd the time go?
For about the past month and a half or so, every day has just kind of been like, man, I'm kind of done with school. I'm not graduated, but I'm done with my classes. I only had 1 class this semester. It was an online class for social media, so I think I aced that one. But I think ultimately I need the full closure of it, the entire experience just completely done now, and today's the day for that. Shout out to Kelsey. She got all the decorations up on the cupboards and stuff. It's actually my family's coming over here after, so just a little get together. And it's also like an apartment warming tour because not a lot of people have, been at our new place. So we're kind of announcing that to everyone, which has been fun. So check this out. This makes me feel like I accomplished a little something. Some more than others. But shout out to Kelsey, of course. Got the whole table set up.
What's up?
You getting ready?
Yep, gotta get ready for a big day.
Looking good.
Why, thank you.
This is your Ashton Hall morning routine?
A what?
It's your Ashton Hall morning routine.
My what?
Ashton, come here.
Ashton Hall?
Just forget about it. Forget
What
about
did
it.
you say?
Ashton Hall morning routine.
Ashton Hall.
You know, dipping your face in water.
Oh.
Mouth taping.
No.
I'll culture her up one day, guys. This was actually Kelsey's cloak from her graduation. Oh, your gown. Dude, I look like I'm in Harry Potter.
You're a wizard, Harry.
I never thought I'd graduate college. All right, guys, peep the fit check here. And what's kind of crazy is I seen like TikToks all the time of like, oh, how much did this cost, this whole experience? And people are saying like hundreds of thousands of dollars. That's why if you do a sport, and you're good at it and you can get some college paid for it because of it, dude, that scholarship is pretty big. The last thing you want to do is, get your graduation. The next thing you know, you're super in debt. Time to walk across the stage.
I was just telling Kelsey that I remember driving down this road for the very first time coming to campus and then getting dropped off at Pike Suites and now coming down here for my last day. It's kind of bittersweet, but yeah, I literally remember that day like yesterday, so. You're right there?
Sorry, there was just such a big bump. The camera shook.
But yeah, I think this is, it's gonna be good to kind of a farewell to Parkside as a whole, so this is it, baby. Oh, look at all the cars. What the?
It's like people are graduating or something.
Right here?
No, back up.
I'm going over
Go
here.
right there.
Cayden Henschel, Bachelor of Science, Marketing, Cum Laude, Business Honors. Crosby R. Schlosser.
Tell me, guys, who would have thunk it? Can you believe we did it? I'm just kidding. Honestly, for like a vast majority of the things in college, like for some majors, at least the way I see it, I feel like it's as much as a participation award. But also, I think that's just what sports gets you in general. But let me explain. Rise cherry limeade for the day. Code Cayden, get 15% off. Let's get into it. If you want to be successful at your sport, you have to show up day in and day out. You don't have to just show up to practice, but hey, there's extra workouts, there's lifting, there's your nutrition. There's so many different things to add up that there's not much room for error if you want to succeed. And as an athlete, you understand those character traits and, the work ethic that you need to be successful, and that just applies to everything else in your life. And with adding some of those things you learn in your sport to your school, it makes it feel just easy. The famous Dan Gable quote, "Once you've wrestled, everything else in life is easy." Now trust me, I'm no doctorate major or lawyer major or anything like that, because that sounds absolutely insane. So kudos to everyone out there doing those majors while you're still in your sport, especially wrestling, but that's besides the point. But really knowing what you want to accomplish and applying yourself through years of dedication, you're gonna accomplish something. My main goal throughout the entire college, it wasn't to graduate as per se. My main goal was to be a national champion in wrestling, to get my picture up on the wall, to be recognized, for greatness in that sense, and to really just accomplish that feat. And of course, I didn't. And for the longest time this year, it's always been, oh, congratulations on this tournament. Oh, congrats on this, something you got going. And then, once it ends, it's everyone's like, man, I was really rooting for you, whatever. Like, I wish you all the best. You know, you're going to crush it in your next endeavor. Like, that thing like that. Like, what's next, Cayden? Hey, like, oh my gosh, like, sorry to hear about that. But, you know, what's next now? And, you know, this is just a constant, I wouldn't even say struggle as much as, you know, a self-discovery almost as to like, man. And the more time I think about this opportunity and, you know, the place in life that I'm in, I have to be okay with knowing that I don't know how everything is going to pan out. Because I have a lot of fun things in the works, but I have all these other ideas in my head that's like, hey, like, dude, you should stick with competition and, you know, really like still train whatever that might be in whatever endeavor. But the thing that kills uncertainty and honestly like that can kill doubt is action. Have actionable steps to where you want to go. You know, I wasn't the biggest fan of college at all. Like for this story, some of you guys might not know, I didn't even know if I wanted to wrestle in college. I just wanted to like basically start up a business, do basically the whole entrepreneurial route. I was big into watching guys like Gary Vee, Tony Robbins at that time, and you know, now it's like watching like Alex Hormozy and stuff, and a bunch of these other guys on socials that are successful in the business world. And you know, after making it my mission these past 5 years to pursue a wrestling national title, besides the point of accomplishments, going to college was like, I felt stupid looking back. Like, dude, you want to be here. Like, this is so good for you. Literally, the experiences that college can give you, whether you're in a sport or not, is besides the point. I think social media really taints the way that we see civilization as like people around our age. Like, I can look online and I can see a 15-year-old making $1 million a year, and I'm just like, wow, what the heck am I doing right now? Or I go and see everyone with their cool cars or houses, and it's like, it's so weird. There's so many different levels of like, man, if I wish I was in your position, I'd rather cry in my Ferrari than my SUV. But then going back to the whole college route, you're surrounded by people your age with similar goals and missions to succeed in their career endeavors and get what they need to succeed. And the point is, like, you're surrounded by struggles in your life, struggles with your sport, whether that's making weight, maybe it's like the competition side, you're not doing well, oh heck, you failed a test, heck, you might have to retake a class, like, oh shoot, money's tight with college, like I can't even pay for gas right now, whatever it might be. Like, you're surrounded by people with all these different problems that you can struggle together and really like grow. And the more times I think back on the things I've done, and I've done some pretty cool things, like won or accomplished some cool things, but if I'm really thinking about the things I'm maybe most proud of, is like the way that I got through my failures and setbacks and what I would do because of that, in spite of that, being more disciplined in what I'm doing, or having a more clear vision, or, falling more back on my faith, let's say. And so just know, like, if you're struggling, if you're going through that rough part in your academics, in your sport, or in your life, relationship wise, whatever it might be, like, that's where growth lies. Growth lies on the other side of failure. And I was looking forward to this point in my life, for a long time, to basically to pursue my goals, my aspirations, and really like have the real world as my playground, basically. And for all you guys out there who are on maybe a similar path as what I'm doing here, like on YouTube and my socials, like the biggest thing I would say is like, dude, start early. Because when that time comes, when you're out of school and everything, and heck, you gotta pay bills, you gotta pay rent, you got a family coming that you want to provide for, you have to figure it out. The reason I went in so hard on my training to get better at the sport, and to get better at content and posting reels, videos every single day, like year after year, like basically doing this for 7 years, is I knew this day would come that's like, hey, I have to have something in place so I can do this, for the rest of my life, or however long as I want to. I want to do what I want with whom I want, as much as I want. Just having like that, that's basically just the free mindset. I'm not, lashed down to maybe, let's say, a job I don't like, and just really having passion and energy behind something. That's what you need for continued success and, to continue yourself towards growth. I appreciate you guys so much for sticking along with the journey, watching the videos and supporting. It means the absolute world to me. If you guys want to check out some sick merch, check out Cauliflower Combat Gear. I'll leave that link in the description below as well. Thanks guys so much for watching. We'll see you all next video.
Let me know if you on skate. Rolling with a gang. Totally, man, you shade. Told it with a gang.